1/3 of Ramadan has finished. Ramadan is the month of fasting. So obviously the way we eat, it'll be different. Today I want to share with you how I eat in this Ramadan to maintain peak health, to be as healthy as possible. And by the end of the video, I'll also mention some few changes that I might bring if I had access to certain nutrients that I don't have right now. So let's start with suhoor. I wake up at 4:30. Immediately after waking up, I drink a glass of water, maybe two, because water is really important in Ramadan. Let's be real. There's a high risk of dehydration, especially if you train a lot in the afternoon. That's what I do. So number one, drink water as soon as you wake up. After that, for suhoor, I eat a bowl of salad. Tomatoes, cucumbers, some lettuce, stuff like that. Because salad, these tomatoes and cucumbers, it will provide your body with the structured water that you need. After that, I eat a few dates. Of course, dates are really important in Ramadan, but you have to make sure that these are non-steamed dates, because steamed dates have been steam pasteurized up to a certain temperature, really high temperature, which destroys the enzymes and nutrients present, making it an inferior food. So it's not as nutritious as non-steamed dates. So make sure it's non-steamed dates. And I also like to eat a little bit of coconuts with the dates to balance out the sugary effects with some raw fat. So then I eat 3 raw eggs. Also another source of raw fats, which is really important. And after that, I make a smoothie out of coconut cream, some bananas, raw eggs, raw honey, and some ice cubes. There he goes, that's why I stopped. So after the smoothie, I try to eat a little bit of watery fruits, and that's it. You don't want to eat too much for suhoor, because especially if you're gonna sleep after Fajr, then you would like. So another thing that I want to mention is, if you are gonna sleep after Fajr, then you shouldn't eat a lot. Try to eat something that digests easily, like some raw eggs and only some little bit of fruit. That's enough. Because if you sleep for a long time after Fajr, after eating, then you're gonna have a lot of discomfort in your stomach when you wake up. And I won't get into why that happens, because that'll make the video too long. But the important thing is, if you're sleeping after Fajr, sleeping for more than 90 minutes after Fajr, you don't want to eat too much. And I try to sleep 90 minutes maximum after Fajr. But some days I can't wake up. So in these days, it's really difficult for the stomach. It's not a good feeling. So you don't want to do that. So after I wake up, the rest of the day, I'm fasting. So then comes Iftar at sunset. And at this time, what I eat is just like everyone else. I break the fast with some dates, some non-steamed dates. Again, non-steamed. And I also like to put some coconuts with it, just like I mentioned before. Then what I do is I drink a lot of fruit juice. Fresh watermelon juice is one of my favorite, because it provides the body with the required electrolytes that you lose after you work out in the afternoon and throughout the entire day of fasting without water. Provides you with the structured water and the electrolytes, which is really, really important. And you don't want to drink too much water at the beginning, because then it will affect the digestion of the foods that you eat. Before is alright, but after eating, don't drink water. Then, after drinking these and eating these dates, I go pray, come back, and then eat. And by the time that I come back, my stomach is ready to eat, to be put for, stomach is ready for food to be put in. So I eat something like sandwich, maybe shawarma, something like that, something simple, not too much, not too crazy, no unhealthy stuff in it. There's some fish, some cucumbers, tomatoes, lettuce, something like that, and in a healthy bread too. Then what else do I eat? After that, yeah, of course, raw eggs. I eat up to 5 raw eggs after that. One day I even ate 6 because I was dehydrated that day. And now, after this, what else do I eat? Turns out I don't eat anything else. So it's dates with coconut, as I mentioned before, with some fruit juice. Come back home, eat dates again. Then I eat sandwich or shawarma, something simple like that. Maybe even some rice some days. Then I eat raw eggs, and after that, it's fruits. A lot of fruits. Maybe not a lot. Fair amount of fruits. These fruits have the electrolytes that you need, that you lost throughout the day, and the structured water. The reason you need fruits and not normal water is because if you drink normal water immediately after eating, it'll affect your digestion. It'll be harder for you to digest these foods if you drink water immediately after. You need to wait at least 30 minutes before drinking water after your meal. And after this 30 minutes, you have to drink as much water as possible, because your body is gonna need a lot of water, because you haven't been drinking water at all for the entire day. So I try to drink as much water in this time as possible, maybe around 2 liters. So after that, that's pretty much it. But there's one thing missing from my diet, which is raw meat. And if you think it's weird to eat raw meat, then you're wrong. Raw meat is one of the most important things that you need in your diet, and if you think it's disgusting, you just haven't tasted the best yet. After eating, you'll never want to go back again. So I can't eat raw meat during that meal because I eat a lot of fruits. And what happens when you combine fruits with raw meat is that instead of being utilized for cellular regeneration, the raw meat gets utilized as fuel and used for solvents to detoxify the body. We want to use this raw meat for cellular regeneration. So after Isha and Tarawih, I come back around 9 o'clock. I eat some raw meat, some raw fish, some raw swordfish. Tastes really good. After this is when I go back to sleep. So this is how I eat in Ramadan. And the things that I would add had I had access to them is some raw milk and some raw green vegetable juices. In Maldives, there are no cows, so I can't drink raw milk. At least not where I live. I don't know about the islands. So I don't get access to raw milk. Pasteurized milk is obviously not good for the body. So you don't want to drink pasteurized milk. If I had raw milk, I would certainly drink it, especially during this Ramadan. And if I had a Green Star juicer, I would make as much vegetable juices as I like and drink them, because that's gonna provide you with the enzymes, nutrients, vitamins, structured water, electrolytes, everything. That's something I really want, a Green Star juicer.